Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahara Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, many blessings, and salutations. Unto the hopeful elect, the house of David, the by after our God, for whom these epistles are written for in these last days. Shalom to the elect. So, I was doing some interesting reading, and some things came up and certain searches that I was making and reading. And, I wanted to share with you, brothers and sisters, the pride of this devil over here in Babylon the Great. This devil's super proud, man. Okay, super duper proud. Okay, so, I'm gonna make this real quick, but, there's this organization, all right? Now, it's all a part of the whole system or whatever. They all down for the same thing, but it's called the ICC. It's the International Criminal Court, right? So basically, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but lately they just actually brought charges on Vladimir Putin, okay, for war crimes, right? So basically, the ICC, they could basically go in and arrest your leader or people that are committing war crimes against humanity. And this same group back in 2002 had an arrest warrant for George W. Bush, and y'all already know why, right? The Iraq War and the Afghanistan War. And America's response to that was, well, we don't recognize the ICC. Well, who in the fucking Rudy Poo are you? You're one country by yourself. But see, America, the pride on this devil is unreal. I'm going to get through this as fast as I can so you understand where I'm coming from when I make that statement. And see, yeah, we say this, but when you see it on display, it's on another level, man. Even reading this even blew my mind a little bit, right? I just didn't understand. But then again, knowing prophecy helps a lot because it helps me understand the mindset of these devils. These devils really think they shit don't stink. They really think that. You ask them and they'll tell you, I got the greatest military all the time and I defeat everybody all at once, aliens included. This devil really believe that shit. All right, this is Revelation 9:12. It says, one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. That's right. Let's read that again. This is Revelation 9:12. One woe is past, one world war is past. All right, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter, and there's two more wars, which World War II already happened. Okay, now we're at the precipice. All right, we're on the cusp. Okay, of World War III, and America is going to be the prime target. Okay, so without any further ado, let's go into CNN real quick, right before I go to the good stuff. Let's go into the CNN and read some of this article, because there's a mindset right now that Russia's setting out, and it's a bait, okay? And everybody's starting to wake up to the mess of Babylon the Great, man. They're starting to see Babylon for what it truly is, man. All right, so this is from CNN Politics. It says, top U.S. general says increased partnership between Iran, Russia, and China will make them problematic for years to come. See, America sees it, but they think they can beat everybody. They literally think they can beat everybody. All right? This is chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley, told lawmakers Wednesday that China, Russia, and Iran would be a problem for the U.S. for many years to come, as the three are working more closely together, according to prophecy, y'all. This is all prophetic. We don't got to make this up. Okay? Right in the scriptures. Hey, and the Lord put the Spirit on men to bring it out. Ezekiel 38:1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, which is Russia. Okay, when you look at the ancient map, it says the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against him. That's right. So we're telling the Russians that you're going to have a mighty mindset. You're going to return to that Soviet Union spirit, and you're going to have others join you because you're going to use propaganda, all right, to sell the world that America can be taken, right? All right, Ezekiel 38:3, and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shemashah thy power. Behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. And that's taking them back into that old Soviet Union spirit. It says, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. They coming with a great company. Iran, China, and Russia, okay, which is the part of the BRIC nations, all right? They're going to come up against NATO. NATO's going to fight against the BRIC nations. NATO's going to get their ass kicked for a second, and then everybody's going to realize America was the problem the whole time. And then that's when they're going to all say, let's go ahead and nuke her off the earth. She's done enough. This is going to happen to you, Babylon. But you think you're going to be able to, no. You in a trick bag, boy. Don't you understand? Your pride has been through the roof. You must be brought down. You have done way too much. All right, continuing, it says Persia, right? Which is Iran, right? Persia is Iran, okay? It says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, all right, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. All right, Gomer, all right, which is Turkey, all right, or Togarmah, all right, and on all his bands, and the house of Togarmah, and of the north quarters, and all his band, and many people with thee, Now, they ain't got to, the scriptures don't have to physically tell you that China's going to be a part of that infantry, but they're going to be a part of it. Moab going to come against you too. Okay? You talking all that shit about the Taiwan, China with the shit, man. And then it's like a 1-2 punch. Okay, China's hitting your ass on them apps and the financial quarters. All right, buying up all the lands and shit. Russia hitting you with the propaganda. Look at America; they can be taken. They can be taking them, Salakia. Okay. Verse 7, Ezekiel 38:7. It says, "Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee," talking to Russia, and be thou a guard unto them. That's right, and that's their main goal. Their main goal is to protect these other nations from the propaganda, the bullshit that America comes with. And now these other countries feel emboldened to curse America out because Russia's protecting them. America feels some type of way about this. That's why they sent Vice President Kamala Harris, that demon, over there to Uganda, to try to reverse their policy on these alphabet boys running around, okay? These alphabet boys and girls running around, man, okay? And now the world is starting to really realize that America is a major, major issue, okay? Let's get it. We get these scriptures all the time. But never have they spoken as much as they're speaking now. The Lord told us to not tarry. Wait for it, right? Because it will not tarry, all right? This is Jeremiah 51:7, all right? It says, "Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine," right? "Therefore, the nations are mad." They're pissed the hell off. They're sick of your propaganda being pushed all over the earth. That's that wine that you're pushing on the earth. You going into Uganda. You're mad at Russia because they countering your wine with their own wine. Okay? And the prophets the whole time is speaking your demise into fruition through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. There ain't nothing you can do about it. Jeremiah 51:7. "Behold," or Babylon, Salakia, "Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh's hands." It says, "that made all the earth drunken. The nations are mad." It's like the nations have drunken of her wine, right? Therefore, the nations are mad. They're pissed the hell off. They're getting a raw deal. You occupying a lot of these countries, man, with your military. Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her. If so, she may be healed. And it ain't going to be no healing of Babylon the Great. Babylon the Great is going to be taken down once and for good, and it's going to be through nuclear fire. All right? And that'll be the end of this nightmare experiment known as Babylon the Great on the earth. The whore of all whores. Okay? Because you've done way too much. This is Nahum 3:1. Salakia. Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Yeah, so this is a very bloody city. All right, Babylon. Lord is cursing you out through the scriptures the whole time, man. All right. Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. All right. And the prey departeth not. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling wheels, of the rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing horses, and of the jumping chariots. It says, the horsemen lift up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. And there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none in of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. And that's what it's going to be when all these other nations come together. Even the BRIC nations are going to join forces with NATO. Scripture says every arrow, okay, all that bend the knee, or sorry, all that bend the bow, okay, that is representative of those who have intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right. So I just wanted to go ahead and bring out a few scriptures, but the mindset is being pushed right now that Babylon is the problem. Okay. Woe to the bloody city, man. All right. It says, speaking before the House Armed Services Committee alongside Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, Miley said Russia and China are getting closer together. I wouldn't call it a true full alliance, which is the BRIC nations, in the real meaning of the word, but we are seeing them moving closer together, which is all prophecy. We just read it in Ezekiel 38. It says they're moving closer together, and that's troublesome, Miley said. And then Iran is the third. So those three countries together are going to be problematic for years to come, I think, especially Russia and China because of their capability. It says, while the U.S. has made clear for years now that the three countries are focuses of the military, particularly China and Russia, tensions with all three have been on the rise in recent months and even weeks. The U.S. continues to help fund Ukraine's defense against Russia's invasion, while Mali said Wednesday, in and out, it's like in and of itself is a war crime. That ain't that the pot calling the kettle black. Americans are high-ranking Americans are calling someone else a war crime, or what they're doing a war crime. You've been committing war crimes since you formed this country. Okay, hell, since before it. All right, it says, tensions with China rose recently following a suspected Chinese spy balloon travel over the continental U.S. It was ultimately shot down by the U.S. military off the eastern coast of the country. Chinese Minister of National Defense Wei Fenghe refused to take a call with Austin regarding the incident. And just last week, the U.S. launched retaliatory strikes against Iran-backed groups in Syria after a suspected Iranian drone struck a facility housing U.S. personnel, killing an American contractor and injuring 5 service members. Following the U.S. strike, additional rocket and drone attacks were carried out, targeting U.S. and coalition personnel in Syria. All right, it says Mali warned during a hearing on Tuesday that Iran could produce enough fissile, material for a nuclear weapon in less than 2 weeks. and ultimately create a nuclear weapon within several months thereafter. The United States military has developed multiple options for our national leadership to consider it, or when Iran decides to develop a nuclear weapon, he said. But he added Wednesday that China and Russia specifically have the means to threaten our interest and our way of life. Yeah, see? So they see it. They see it. Okay? And it's woe to the bloody city, because you're getting ready to get pelted with nukes. Okay? Led by Russia. This is Revelation 11 and 14. It says the second war is past, right? So the second world war has passed. Okay, which ironically, Russia and America were on the same side in that war. Okay? Against Italy, against Mussolini in Italy, against Germany, the Third Reich, you know. That's what they teach us in the concentration camps anyway. All right, Hitler and the Third Reich. Okay, and Japan, Imperial Japan. Okay, which were they were somewhat allies to Germany and Italy and a few other countries, obviously. All right. So as this is going down, World War III or World War II has already passed. Okay, that's in ancient history. Now we're on to World War III. This is Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, and it's coming quickly. Things like this, reporting on news like this, is very instrumental in keeping the mindset of the people, which is of the elect on this side. Okay, they're going to keep the mindset of that this world is getting ready to pass over. Okay, we're getting ready to pass over this world, man. We just here for a minute, just for a second. We just, just here for a second, man. And then we're going to go to the kingdom, which is forever. This place right here is not forever. Very temporary, super temporary, I would say. Okay. Let's read it again. Revelation 11 and 14. It says the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, and it's coming quickly. Can't stress it enough, y'all, because America is being pulled in that trick bag. They don't even see it. They don't even see it. But the Lord, the Lord is working. He doing work right now. Okay, He is on the job. Okay, and these devils don't even see it coming, man. This is Jeremiah 50 and 23. It says, "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations?" Well, that is a good question. Propaganda, okay, from both sides. America has a strong media presence that's a part of their sword, all right, that the Lord blessed them with, right, through Isaac, all right? But they also did not anticipate that eventually that same strength that they have is going to fight against them. There's a saying in the world, you live by the sword or you die by the sword. It ain't going to necessarily be a sword. They're going to use propaganda. That's a part of their sword too, that tongue that walks throughout the earth. They speak all these untruths and lies to these countries, man. They send economic hitmen, and now the Lord is allowing the heathen to return the favor. These devils don't know what's hitting them. That's how they're getting cut asunder. They're being dissected by the Heavenly Father, man. Esau playing checkers out here, and the Lord's playing chess, man. This is Jeremiah 50 and 23 again. It says, "How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations?" Verse 24. "I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord Yahweh." That's right. So you strove against the Lord by what? Touching the apple of his eye, which is what? His people, the Israelites, mainly the elect on this side. But the Lord loves all his people, but he's going to have to kill 2/3 of them because they were far too gone on his side. Can't take that mindset into the kingdom of heaven. You must be purged of that. We all need to be purged of that, okay? Some are just going to be unlikely to have to be a part of the 2/3 is written. That's just how it is. We don't be offended at prophecy. We also understand that America as a landmass will be destroyed and be reduced into sand, where desert creatures will dwell at. okay? That's what this place is going to be reduced to, rubble and sand. There will not be any people over here. All the people you see on the shores of America will be sand. They'll be back in the spirit world, waiting for them to come back through, all right, whatever bodies the Lord has decided to send back through, okay? Through that seed line, of course. All right? Jeremiah 15:24 says, I have laid a snare for thee, right? So the Lord laid a snare, okay? And you are talking real tough and proud, but you don't realize that your own allies, so quote unquote, they're looking to position themselves to take your ass out themselves. It says, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught because thou hast striven against the Lord Yahweh. That's right. So you have, and you're about to get your worst nightmare. Verse 25, the Lord have opened his armory, right? And have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. And the Lord, yes, this is mainly talking about the intercontinental ballistic missiles, but the Lord is destroying this devil from inside out. He's using propaganda, using Russia and China and Iran coming together, scaring the bedickens out of the people that are so-called experts in this field of foreign policy. All right, the people are starting to get nervous. They're starting to try to reinsure their hegemony. Right, but as the scripture says, all right, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder? And this is part of it. It's not just going to be nuclear weapons. That's going to be what finish your ass off. But the Lord is using all his chess pieces in a way where they're all speaking against you simultaneously. Even your own allies cursing you the hell out. And I'm going to get it's a bill that America created, and it's crazy, son. Crazy. It's called the Hague. I got to look it up, but I got it actually, but yeah, it's crazy. Remember I brought out the fact that it was the ICC, the International Criminal Court, where they could basically charge people. All right, basically they have international borders. They have jurisdiction in every country, right? So they're pledging, basically they're indicting Vladimir Putin for human war crimes. And I'm gonna tell you how much of a hypocrite America is, right? Biden is on record saying, yeah, he needs to be charged as a war criminal, blah, blah, blah. But then the same America, okay, when it was time for George Bush to be charged, they were like, well, we're going to create our own bill. And I'm going to bring it out to you. The pride of these devils is crazy, son. All right. Woo-woo. Jeremiah 50:25, it says, the Lord Yahweh have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shah, thy power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans, which is right here in good old Babylon the Great. Come against her from the uttermost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Woo! And when you talk this kind of mess about other countries, right now in this article it's talking about China and Russia, okay, which we already got to that, okay? But now you pissed off your own allies because you think you're above, you think you're above any type of reparation or any reproach. You think you're above any reproach. You think you're above being told that you're going off, that you're wrong, okay? That some of your leaders are war criminals. A lot of them, actually. I would be to say all of them, really. But, just for the sake of this argument, yeah, George W. Bush needs to have his red ass behind bars, man. Hell, Barack Obama needs to go to be in jail for them drone attacks, man. Attacking people's weddings and shit, man. Killing people. But wins a goddamn a Nobel Peace Prize. This guy is known for drone attacking Americans. And this guy, Barack Obama, won a damn Nobel Peace Prize, man. What a piece of shit world this is, man. And any of you jakes that love this goddamn world, you can have it. You can have this piece of shit. We're going to have the one to come. This one right here ain't good enough. Okay? It's all defiled. It's ran wrong. It stinks. The food is nasty. The air stinks. The water. You can't even drink water. We drink water out of a bottle, man. What kind of fucking world is this, man? But you jakes that love it here, hey, have at it. It's all yours. But you're going to get the smoke, literally, from Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. Okay? Just keep that in mind. All right? Since you love this world so much. So let's go into this right here, which I pulled up. I could have went to a more reputable, source, but, I just wanted to go with the quicker breakdown of it because, they had me reading forever and ever and ever, So I'm going to go with Wikipedia on this one. But it's very important you know about this because this right here is a big reason why a lot of those countries, all right, that are even a part of EU and NATO, a part of the beast system, they are starting to hate this whore. This is a bigger reason. It's not the biggest reason, but it's a good amount. Now you add in the fact, all right, that America could quite possibly could have blown up that. Well, let's just be real. They probably did blow up that pipeline in Syria, okay, which was property belonged to Russia and Germany. That's a war crime. But ain't nobody going to jail. But you talking about Putin need to go to jail. What a hypocrite, okay. Now, this is from Wikipedia. It says American Service Members Protection Act. We're going to read briefly. Now, this was in response to the ICC, all right, saying that they may, in future discussions, may bring up war crime charges on certain American officials who have committed war crimes. Which is why a lot of you brothers, y'all had to pay attention to the guy, what's his name? Eric Snowden, right? All right. So Eric Snowden, he leaked those files, all right, from the NSA, right, where they were basically spying on Americans, and now they want to put him to death, but he's hiding out in Russia. Okay, he became a Russian citizen because his own country wants to kill him. And not to mention that other American soldier that that transitioned from a man to a woman, if you get what I'm saying. And they threw his ass in jail, man, for leaking the video back in 2010 of these American, these fucking terrorists, these American terrorists over there shooting unarmed reporters and news people, man, that were doing stories, man. They were just shooting them indiscriminately on purpose. Then when the damn ambulance came, or the ambulance came to come, help the people, they were shooting at them too. These people are terrorists, man. Okay? But they call us terrorists. So with all that's going on, right, this is all a part of the reason why that wine is starting to taste bitter to the world, especially America's allies. And they're starting to look at this whore like, ugh, we got to do something about this whore. Right? So this is American Service Members Protection Act. It says the American Service Members Protection Act. All right. Oh, shit. It says known. Okay. It's like it. It says the American Service Members Protection Act. All right. Known informally as the Hague Invasion Act. The Hague Invasion Act. Draw from that whatever you want to draw from that, okay? These devils are sick with it, man. It says, is a United States federal law described as a bill to protect United States military personnel and other elected, right? Elected and appointed officials. So any person of the military that does something like, look it up, Abu Ghraib, or was it? I forget how they say it. Abu Ghraib, I think that's what it was. Where they were literally walking people around on leashes, man, and making fun of these people that were locked up. That they had as war prisoners. They were making fun of these people. America, sick place, man, evil. All right. So it says American military personnel and other elected president, vice president, House representatives, Congress, pretty much everybody, the American government, nobody. Okay? It says, and appointed officials of the United States government against criminal prosecution by an international criminal court to which the United States is not party. I wonder why. The American government is saying that you can, it's okay if you want to put charges on Putin, but not the American government. But it gets better than this, y'all. It gets better. Okay? It says the text of the act has been codified as a subchapter 2 of Chapter 81 and of Title 22, the United States Code. And this was passed the House in May 24th, 2002. What happened around that time, y'all? In 2002, if you just think back, what happened around that time? Oh yeah, that's right. They invaded Iraq under false pretenses. It says, and it passed both the Senate and the House and was signed by the president. Okay, look at this. All right, passed both the House and the Senate. All right, in about a week, 2-week span. They did that quick. They ain't waste no time, man. Okay? It said, and look, signed into law by George W. Bush, the war criminal himself, August 2nd, 2002, man. All right? It says the act, this is what it does, right? The act gives the president power to use all means, okay, necessary and appropriate, right, to bring about the release of any U.S. or allied personnel being detained or imprisoned on behalf of or at the request of the International Criminal Court. This is brazen. This is what you call gangster. Basically, they're like, well, you know what? You lock up one of our officials and we're going to use the might of the U.S. military to break them out. People are going to get shot. There's going to be violence. They just told you. They straight up told you what it was. Choose to believe them or believe them not. But they got it written in law. Okay? The Hague Act. Boy, these devils, man. It says, description, it says, the United States is not a member of the International Criminal Court. The act authorized the President of the United States to use all means necessary and appropriate to bring about the release of any U.S. or allied personnel, which is talking about the UK and, so there are other subsidiaries. It says, or any allied personnel, all right, being detained or imprisoned by or on behalf of at the request of the International Criminal Court. This authorization led to the act being colloquially called the Hague Invasion Act. It says, as the act allows the president to order U.S. military action, such as an invasion of the Hague, where the ICC is located. Woo! It says to protect American officials and military personnel from persecution or prosecution, or rescue them from custody. They gonna send a coup in there. Esau don't care nothing about no justice. He's a complete hypocrite. Whenever Jake they throw the book at Jake, man. You hear me? They throw the book at Jake. Jake's still a gum rapper. You know what I'm saying? For the store, man. They give him 20 years, man. I'm being a little, over the top with it, but really, man, y'all understand. Jake sell a dime bag of weed, man. They hit him with a whole charge, sit him down for 15 years, man. Okay? It don't matter if it's your first offense. Don't matter. Shit. That's how Esau get down. But when it comes time for him to get justice, notice how that doesn't work for him. See, the Lord got you set in a trick bag. You don't even realize it. See, your allies are getting ready to turn on your ass too. Okay? This guy's a joke, man. This is Obadiah 1:3. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. That's right. That pride has destroyed you. Okay? It says, whose habitation is high, and saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Is that not what they're saying? They're telling you. Who gonna bring us down? You take any one of our U.S. government officials into your Hague. Well, we got a bill that we just signed and passed by the president called the Hague Invasion Act, where we gonna come in and gangster them out of jail, and we might kill some people on the way through. I'm sure we probably gonna have to. Basically, they spitting in the face. This is them puffing at their enemies, man. All right. Verse 4, it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh. That's right. So this spirit of pride has engulfed America. All right. Through the spirit of Esau Edom. This is his baby. So he's gonna fight with, and brothers and sisters, y'all better understand, man, he ain't going down without a fight. Now he gonna go down though, but he ain't going down without a fight. Okay? He gonna threaten the entire earth with nuclear fire. He gonna try to destroy the earth rather than give it over to Yahushua. Still ain't gonna work, but he gonna try it, right? Let's jump down to 7. This is Obadiah 1:7, and this is talking about the Lord having you in a trick bag. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border, right? So they have created an international criminal court. I'm sure that when they created it, it was to keep everyone in order, decency, where there wasn't any one country ruling over other countries and they just got to do whatever America says. And that's not how America works. America thinks they're special. Well, you are special. Okay, you are very special because you are connected to the very end of our captivity. Okay, so you got to be destroyed. So we're rooting on, all right, the Heavenly Father to put the spirit on these other enemies of America to come against you. All right, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. All right, so you being deceived. You looking at your main enemies, Russia, Iran, China, okay? And you don't see your allies like Germany, France, okay? Germany made that pipeline deal with Russia. You blew that up, okay? Boy, the gig is up, man. The gig is up. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee to the border, even to the border. All right. It says, the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, right? They have deceived you. It says, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. That's right. You ain't got no understanding because you don't see what's about to happen to you, Esau. You about to take the biggest fall in Earth's history. And the prophets, Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, is going to be right there, popcorn in hand, watching the show as the fireworks begin. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Al Shai, Bahashem Wahara Kadash. Shalom to the elect.